Aion Classic have lots of PvP and PvE content to play, including many dungeons, sieges and world bosses, but you will need to focus on specific content in endgame to advance faster with your character. Stay with me for the next few minutes to see part of my live stream and to find out what to play in endgame of Aion Classic European release. Before we start, let me just say subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of mmorpg content and of course Aion Classic content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in mmorpg and PC gaming world. So this evening during this part of live stream, let's discuss about something very crucial for endgame of Aion Classic, and the question is actually pretty simple. What to play in endgame, what to do in endgame, which dungeons, which sieges, what to do, right? So first, let's start with one mandatory thing which you need to do every single day in Aion Classic 1.9 after European release, and that is dredgen. I can show you here in a list of different kind of dungeons. You'll also find dredgen. Where is dredgen? Is here. So currently here in North America, update 2.5, I can sadly enter only one time per day per character. However, nevertheless, we still don't know how many times we'll be able to enter in Aion Classic European version of the game. Even if it will be only once per day per character, do it. Why? There is a simple reason. In dredgen, you'll get as drop lots of abyss points. You can get also Kina and some other valuable items which later you can sell at broker. So check every single day when you reach endgame, right? Can you play dredgen? I can highly recommend you make some kind of static group. Become part of some static group, right? It's really beautiful gameplay of dredgen. It's really beautiful to play, let's say, combination of PvP and PvE things over there, 6 versus 6 players. You can check already some guides about dredgen if you don't remember, if you are a veteran player, to remind you, or if you are a new player to Aion, check dredgen guides on my YouTube channel. But for this evening, first thing which you need to do in endgame of Aion Classic every single day without missing this is dredgen. Let's go forward with another important thing which I have already mentioned right now just a minute ago. I can show you here on the map. In Aion Classic 1.9, we should have, I mean, if they don't change anything, right, we should have lower abyss. Here, this map, this legendary area of Aion, where you'll be able to participate in different kind of flying combat with lots of different kind of fortresses. Also, we should have upper abyss, right, with also different kind of fortresses, and probably all of these fortresses will have sieges. We still didn't get any kind of patch notes, so I cannot tell you any kind of schedule for sieges. That will be very important, because from sieges you can get abyss points. You can also get some medals. For these things you'll be able to get yourself best PvP gear in the game, abyss gear, right? But not only that, sieges are absolutely amazing in Aion. 1000 players, maybe even more on each side. Faction versus faction combat. It's really beautiful. It is a little bit chaotic, but it's really amazing. So another mandatory thing to play in endgame of Aion Classic, not only because you can get lots of abyss points, not only because you want to get some medals, and not only because you want to participate in this beautiful part of this mmorpg, right, are actually sieges. So regarding schedule and different kind of forts, I will not talk about this evening. Of course, we will have lower and upper abyss. Also, we should have divine fort. Let's go here in the core, right? So divine siege should be also there. So second thing, absolutely mandatory to play in endgame, play sieges. Let's go forward with another important thing to play. I mean, again, you will see something legendary. Let me show you here on the map. Let's go here in Elysia, Aion, and let me show you here Dark Poeta. Dark Poeta, yes, it will be there in update 1.9. Another legendary dungeon, legendary map of Aion Classic and Aion in general, we should have in update 1.9. And actually, for release of Aion Classic in Europe, Dark Poeta should be top endgame dungeon. Why? Well, Dark Poeta will drop Alucard set which will be the best PvE gear in the game, together with Miragent and Fenris, but that's another story for another video. Check my YouTube channel, I have a guide about Miragent and Anuhard set, the best PvE gear in the game. But anyway, Dark Poeta, mandatory thing to play. To enter here, you will need some blue baller scales, which you can buy at broker for a very high price probably, or you can go in Abyss to kill baller mobs. There you'll find around Aroa Fortress, for example, or any fortress actually. If you kill baller mobs, you'll be able to farm blue baller scales. If you need them, yes, you will need them of course for Dark Poeta to enter, and you'll need also time activation stone. That's another story. How to get it, you can check in some Dark Poeta guides on my YouTube channel. But go in Abyss, farm baller mobs to get blue baller scales and play Dark Poeta. Another important part of endgame of Aion Classic. Let's go forward. Let me show you here. There are so many dungeons, so many things to play, right, in Aion. Let's go. Where is it? Wait a second. Elysia. Let's go to Sanctum. So this evening I need to mention, it's not, I would say endgame dungeon, Steel Rake. Yes, we should also have Steel Rake, but I need to mention Steel Rake, and you need to play it as much as you can, right? Because of simple reason. Steel Rake in update 1.9 probably will be group kind of dungeon, but it might be also solo, like currently here on servers in North America, right? It doesn't matter, will it be solo or group? You need to run Steel Rake. Why? Here in this dungeon, you'll get lots of Kina drop, and also you will get Stigmas. Stigmas are dropping a lot inside Steel Rake, so I can highly recommend to you from level 40 and up. When you will have opportunity, Steel Rake, you can see here entry count 5 times per week. That is on the servers here in North America, right? But we don't know how it will be for a European release of the game. You need to run Steel Rake, because here, even if you get some stigma which you don't need, you can put that stigma to broker and to sell it for high price, right? Another reason mobs in this dungeon are dropping Kina. So check Steel Rake, another mandatory thing to run in Aion Classic. Let's go forward. So many dungeons. Let me show you another map here. When you see this, guys, when you see this, where is it? It's here. We have here in Aion, Draupnir Cave. Why would you want to run Draupnir Cave? Well, there could be a few reasons, but especially if you're a gladiator, you will run Draupnir Cave to get extendable weapon, Bakarma Spear. So if you play Gladiator, you run Draupnir Cave. But not only because of that, you can get lots of interesting items over there in Draupnir Cave, and it's a challenging dungeon. You can see also here 5 times per week is how many times you can enter per week, but how it will be for Aion Classic European release, that remains to be seen. Patch notes are still not up at the moment when I'm here during this live stream. So Draupnir Cave if you want to get extendable weapon for your Gladiator. However, if you want to get extendable weapon for your Chanter, for example, then you will run, let's go here to show you, in Theombos, you'll run Theombos Lab, TL. Another huge, very important dungeon of Aion Classic. Here, Unstable Trioran, final boss of the Theombos Slab, is dropping Trioran weapons, which are extendable weapons. So, for example, for Chanter, it will be viable to have Trioran stuff. So, TL, another thing to play in endgame. You can see here from level 46 already. But yeah, if you're Chanter, you want to play this from endgame. And now it's not only about dungeons or sieges, absolutely in Aion, because in Aion we also have crafting, gathering, and SS stepping. If you're into this, you can dedicate huge part of your endgame to crafting. In Aion, crafting is highly developed, and it's absolutely viable to earn lots of Kina. It doesn't matter, will you pick alchemy, cooking. You can see here in Aion Classic we have scrolls, we have potions. You'll be able to earn extreme amount of Kina. Check actually dedicated video on my YouTube channel how to earn Kina in Aion Classic. I have made 2 videos with that topic. Check it out on my YouTube channel. But for this evening, right, just to tell you what to play in endgame. Well, if you don't want to go up in a ranking list, if you don't want to go for 5-star rank for general or something, right? If you're not into PvP, if you're not into PVE, then you might consider going into crafting. You can go not only alchemy, cooking, handicrafting, Armor smithing, not so viable. Weapon smithing, absolutely viable. You can do whatever you want in crafting, and you can enjoy actually a lot, right? By doing that, you can craft different kind of armor, weapon. So check it out. Also, gathering and essence tapping will be very valuable, because you'll be able to sell directly some of these materials, actually all of these materials at broker. So check it out. And on the end, I need to mention, very importantly, right? I can show you here, for example, let's go back to Abyss. This is a legendary area of Aion. You can participate in open world PvP, right? So you can go in different kind of maps on opposite faction map, right? Or you can go here, where both of the factions will meet together, in Rashanta, in Lower Abyss and Upper Abyss, and you can participate in open world PvP. Also, don't forget, you can farm lots of kind of items here from different kind of mobs, Balor mobs, guards. You can farm for Kina for Abyss points, and in the meanwhile, when you see some opportunity, you can do some open world PvP. Not only in Rashanta, but in generally, open world PvP, yes, it will be viable in Aion Classic 1.9 update for European release. And come on, right? Already what I have just said within the last few minutes, this is huge amount of content. It doesn't matter whether you want to participate in PvP, in sieges, in dredgens, right? Or maybe you want to go for PvE gear. Maybe you want to run Steel Rake. You want to go Draupnir Cave. You want to go Dark Poeta. Dredgens for PvP. Then crafting, open world PvP. There is so many things to do in Aion Classic. It just came to my mind. You probably know that we have in Aion Classic legendary sets, Miragent and Fenris. That is requiring actually lots of time and efforts to get these sets. That could be another goal for you. What to do in endgame? You could go for a Miragent set or for Fenris. If you don't want to get Anuhard set from Dark Poeta, which will be the best PvE gear in the game, Miragent set and Fenris are actually somewhere about Anuhard. They are not that good, but they are actually somewhere there, right? And you can get additionally title with Miragent set. So I can highly recommend to you, check that out, right? Maybe that can be your goal in endgame, to get full Miragent set or Fenris set. If you are watching this as a live stream, let's go forward with the live stream. If you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of mmorpg content and of course Aion Classic content in the future. I am live streaming every evening, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in mmorpg and PC gaming world. See you soon.